Yes, people. Perspectives are back. It's Monday morning, well, Monday afternoon. Why am I lagging, man? I'm lagging in that. What's going on? It's Monday, and you know what time it is. It's perspective. Yeah, we're a bit early today, but it is what it is. Shout out to my boy Mido, my partner in crime. Hope all is well. You're on mute at the moment. Big up your chest and everything, man. You know, a week can make such a difference in life, man. Do you know what I mean? Last week I was getting cooked to like burnt, barbecued, whatever you want to call it. But today, it's gonna be compliments. I know it's gonna be compliments all round. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But we're gonna get into all of that.
Yeah. My criticism is as loud as my praise whenever it's deserved to get me, and you'll get.
And that's how it should be.
I've got a lot to say about Arsenal. Positive, so we'll get into it, innit? But,
you know what he just said. You know what he just said. I got a lot to say about Arsenal. I was like, here we go. Well, I got a lot to say about United as well. So you know what? Let's get into it, man. So obviously, this show's mostly about mine and your clubs, really, innit? But you know, I mean, we might later on in the stream talk about other clubs that are actually affecting, you know, the actual top four and championship. But do you know what? Who are we gonna talk about first? Your club or mine's? I don't mind.
Let's start with Arsenal. It was on Saturday, isn't it? Your game. You
played. Oh yeah. Our game was Saturday. Yeah, our game was Saturday. I was game was Saturday. Yeah. You know what? 3 p.m. kickoff. I wasn't nervous about this game, but I knew that, you know, Leeds, they got some type of thing against big clubs, you know what I'm saying? Like you, man. Yeah, I knew they was going to come with maybe a little something because of the way they play the ball, you know what I mean? Play football, you know, they're fast, attacking, counter-attacking and all that, transitions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you look at the results with you guys, Chelsea and Liverpool, they've got some good results in those games. So it was always going to be one of those games on the back of like a bad results. You know what I mean? Obviously a loss to you guys. 2 games prior to that, we had drawn as well. So it's always going to be one of them games. Can Arsenal respond? Arteta apparently was talking to the man them in the change room and telling him how beautiful and all them kind of strippiness talk and all that kind of. We had a conversation and everyone, whatever. The difference for me to start in that game was Havertz started in midfield. He didn't really impact the game. Madueke started after Saka had picked up an injury in the training. We can get into that a little bit later. But yeah, we started the game, you know, pretty positive. You know, we knew that Leeds are going to come at us straight away. Ellen Road, Ellen Faithful, noisy crowd, all of that and stuff like that. But no, we worked our way into the game. Madueke was getting on the ball quite a lot, and he was making it happen down that right hand side. I thought Zubimendi was really good that game as well. Probably one of my man of the matches. And yeah, I think all round everyone played well on Saturday. Got our first goal, a beautiful goal by Zubimendi, nice crossing, open play goal. So if anyone wants to hate, it was an open play goal. Good crossing by Madueke, getting his first assist in the Premier League. I know it sounds terrible, but you know what? You all got to start from somewhere. £50 million vexes me. But anyway, we get into that more a bit later. But good crossing, good header by Zubimendi. And yeah, it was you know, 1-0 Madueke. I think he got accredited the goal as well. He scored from a corner, so Olympico. And Gyökeres got another goal. Quite happy about that. Good volley, good cross by Martinelli. And yeah, we've you know, to top that off, Jesus came on and he scored a nice little, you know, curler into the back, to the right hand corner. So all in all, it was a good performance by Arsenal. And that's something that I've been begging for. You know what I mean? Remember, he was killing me about my strikers ain't doing this and they ain't doing that. Well, they needed to, you know what I mean, have a performance yesterday. And people say it's only Leeds, but you know what? I don't care. Yeah, if you perform well against any team in this Premier League, yeah, then it counts as something. So yeah, 3 points. And yeah, we remain 6 points ahead. What did you think?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's only Leeds, yeah, because Ellen Road away, it's not easy for anyone. Yeah, Chelsea learned, United learned, Liverpool learned. You get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
They've been collecting points off big teams, so and you've wished them what 9 goals now?
Yeah.
So fair fucking play because not everyone can do that. Not everyone has been able to do that against Leeds. You get me? So a lot of people think going to the game, this is going to be a potential kind of banana slip. You get me? It's a sketchy setting. How are Arsenal going to respond after that loss? And you responded with bullets. Get me 4 bullets into the dome. Get me body on left there, bro. Chalk lines, everything. It's peak for Leeds, isn't it? Because they had a few decent spells in the game, but every time they managed to get a bit of momentum, we shut them down. Like you said, Zubimendi, great game. Thought Rice had a good game. But this is just, I just feel like, there's 14 games to go.
Yeah.
Just it's before it gets to crunch time when you got Champions League, FA Cup. You want to stack as many points as possible, regardless how performances go. You get me? It doesn't matter at this point because you're looking around everyone else around you, dropping points. City drop points, Villa drop points. So it didn't matter if it was an own goal. Like I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, another own goal, another set piece." Who gives a shit? The reality is, bro, when whoever lifts that trophy at the end of the season, no one gives a fucking damn how many own goals he scored. This or that. Like, who gives a shit? You're getting the job done. You're getting 3 points, and that's all man can say in it. And I personally think like at this point, especially after witnessing that City game, and we'll get into the City game. It's a big talking point as well. But I was like, yeah, it's wraps.
Nah, 14 games to go.
14 games a long time, yes, but maybe anything out of it. I know City ain't they're in the top 4 scrap. They're not in the title race.
What?
I think it's a 1-horse race.
That's mad. That's mad.
We'll talk about it, but that capitulation that I saw, I was like, Ross, your asses fell out, and
you've been saying this all season, though. You have been saying this. You've been consistent with this. Saying this about City.
It's not. We'll get into it in it. But as for Arsenal, I can't really fault what they're doing at the moment because you man basically could be in a short time in a final, and I do think you get over the line over Chelsea. 6 points clear as it stands. In the best position possible in Champions League. Get me, regardless of how you're doing it, it's being done. And like I said, I think the league pretty much wraps. I think you're able to get these points now before, if you can build a buffer, let's say about 10 to 12 points potentially, because everyone else is dropping points. You get me? If you can claw your points, when it does get to the sticky periods between Champions League and late deep stages or cup tournaments, then you can afford to drop a few points here and there for your rotation. And big up KJ.
Big up KJ. Oh, okay, hear it. We're only here for an hour, KJ. So you know what? Be quick, my brother. But what? Yeah, you know what I was gonna say though. Yeah, we've got a couple of injuries now though. Marino, I think he's got a broken whatever bone in his foot. Saka missed the game as well, through injury as well. So your injuries once again are starting to pile up again. So. Yeah. I don't think it's just a wrap just like that. I don't think it's just a wrap. I think there's going to be some grinding out over that. We have got the squads, but it's just the nervousness in it of the next few games, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's the thing that
I hear that. I just think that regardless of what your squad situation is, you'll still probably just you'll get your centre backs scoring goals. You get Declan Rice maybe popping with a match winner here. You get me? You'll get Zubimendi, which he's done a few times, pop it with random goals here and there. Like you've got match winners on the pitch, even though they may not be in your attacking line, if that makes sense. Right? But you still have a couple of match winners here and there. He can pull you out, and I feel like you've just got that more than anything, brother, the mentality thing in it. Like fuck the XG, the stats, the field tilt, all this bollocks spam. Who's got the bollocks here and who's got the bottle? Yeah, who's got the minerals? Right now, it seems to be just Arsenal. That's as simple as it is.
But in saying that, yeah, I saw one of my boys, yeah, one of my United fans. We're probably gonna cross into the Man United thing, yeah. I saw him do a short, and he was talking about United doing a Mazza. So imagine United winning their next 10 games straight.
Listen, yeah, let's get to 5 first. Let's see if
I know, but imagine that. Imagine that, though. Imagine that, and man, just like all of a sudden is challenging. People might say, "Yeah, that can't happen, brother." I've seen.
I listen, one game at a time. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, one game at a time. I'm not worried about what Arsenal are doing. It's none of my concern, fam. I need to be worried about what's going on below me. Yeah, Liverpool, Chelsea, that top 4 scrap. Yeah, top 5, and I think it will be a top 5 thing, isn't it? And because obviously of how the coefficient and all that. Yeah, but still, if Villa are sliding down potentially.
Brother, what happened to Villa yesterday? But I want to talk. I'm going to talk about them in a bit. I want to talk about United.
Tight, you get me?
Yeah,
I can't be worried about Arsenal at the top. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's not really much. We done our thing. We won our game, and that's it. You know, I mean, not really much to talk about. But I want to talk about United for a bit, because I remember having discussions with you over the last few weeks, and you were saying it's the Fulham game that I'm really bothered about, not the other games. It's the Fulham game. And you man came true in the, you know what I mean, Sesko with a banger. You know what I mean, near the end. You know, it looked sticky.
Did you see why I was concerned, fam? Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it. I fully hear it. Because I didn't know they equalized, you know. I didn't know they equalized until I checked the score, and I was like, hold on, it's 3-2. What's going on?
Bro. I gotta say, big up Kevin, yeah, because I actually like him, yeah. I remember when I saw one of his first early games in the season, and I thought, yeah, this stuff is cold.
Oh, Kevin for Fulham.
Yeah.
Bad boy,
Cole, he scored, he binsed it, fam. He scored a screamer. He binsed it, fam. And then obviously they had a penalty as well, which I think it was a bit soft, but some say whatever in it. Regardless, they weren't really looking like they were going to score other than those two. Like, if the game was controlled, it weren't a vibes basketball situation. You get me? At the end, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you've bottled a 2-goal lead, but what are you going to do now? Do you have the mentality to go on and win it? And that comes because I know under Amorim, fam, we're holding 2 bullets to the dome, and it's collapse. We're not winning. He's bringing on centre backs. Get me? But when it comes to Mikhail Karike, attacking substitutions, you get me? Attacking substitutions again. Yeah. Man said, Karike time, 95th minute winner at the Stretford end. I think that's Sesko's moment, like where he say, "Yo, I've arrived at Man United to get me." Because he's scored goals here and there, but to do it like that, match winner in the last minute at Stretford end, that's what I'm saying. That means that you've experienced now what it means to be a United striker. You get me? Now do it again. And that's the levels. You get me? Cunha bagged 2 games, 2 goals. Can't really say much. He bins that as well. What a finish!
I thought Casemiro scored the first goal.
Casemiro scored the first goal, set piece, header.
Okay. What's the score? 3-2. Is it 3-2?
3-2 in the end. Yeah.
Cunha's goal as well. Nice.
I was just gonna get on Casemiro, like, bro. When I was saying a few weeks ago, this guy's our most important player.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying now, fam?
Mad.
He is controlling everything. Him and Cobby, bro. That 2-man step, dangerous, cuz it is dangerous. But I just think, like, without Casemiro, I know he's giving his farewell and this stuff. I'm like, yo, bro, come on, can you do one more year for it? 1 more year? You get me? 1 more year, even if we're in champs, we can rotate you, get some cover around you. You get me? Like, give us 1 more year, fam. Because if you're playing like this every single game, bro, who else in the deep? Like, you got Rice, you got Caicedo, Kamara's not out injured, but who else is really performing at this level in the Prem in that position?
Rodri isn't.
No, definitely not Rodri. You get me? We'll get into that.
Who else?
It's tough. You get me?
Anyone really? Is there? There's
no names really coming to mind. And Caicedo, bro, he's fallen off past couple of games. I think he's been a bit needy. So, yeah, man, Casemiro, like I've been saying for the longest, fam, he's our most important player, fam. Absolute beast. He's a unit, a fucking genius. See that no look fucking assist, bro. Brazilian to Brazilian connection, man. Brazilian to
Mad.
Brazilian. Joga Benito, fam. This is Mikel Carrique. You get me? It's why I will never ever forget it. Wallahi billahi, I'll never forget and forgive Ruben Amorim for the fucking crimes that he committed, fam. He deserves to be. Bro,
But is there an argument though to say that he set the standard though, like Amorim? He actually got the players in, and Carrick's just
the only benefit I can give you. Two positives that came out of all that year. Two positives. One, he got rid of the shit. Yeah. Rashford, I don't consider as someone a shit, special case. But the rest, Anthony, Garnacho, flipping Hoyland, Sancho, he fell off again. Like,
is he still your player? Is he still your player?
Yeah,
would you take him back next season?
No. I think they're going to buy him out. I think they already have, if I'm not mistaken.
But he's still a good player though, isn't he? Or is just the motivation ain't there?
I don't know. Well, there's talks of Carrick want to bring in Rashford back. Said no, he would try to reintegrate him into the team. So,
wow,
you get me? Like,
do you think he'll want to come back though? Do you think he'll want to come back?
Maybe if we're in a decent position and everyone's playing well. There's going to be a lot of exits in the summer. Casemiro, like, he's going to be going most likely. Bruno, I reckon he'll probably leave as well.
You reckon?
I reckon, he might. Depends on if there's a good offer out there for him, innit? If we're looking to bring in a free of Wharton, Baleba, and Anderson, which is nuts, isn't it? And they're looking at it's a reach, but I'm going for it, fam. I'm gonna stick on it, I'm trying to look at bringing in Palmer to replace Bruno eventually, which is
hold on,
Amido Bomber, fam.
Oh, let me get serious.
Keep an eye on it, fam. Palmer, United's new income, fam. He's homesick, bro. He's homesick. He's not playing well. He's heading in the game, fam. You get me? He ain't on it. He wants to come back home, fam. Bring him home. So
that'd be crazy. That would be a crazy signing, bro. Yeah, and I don't think it even costs. I don't think it costs Mad P, to be honest. 80 to 100.
He's on a death row contracting, in it. So I don't know what's going to happen there, in it. He's on a death row thing. He's on a fucking 9.
Yeah.
He's a Mazza, innit, what them man have done. But yeah, man. Listen, I'm just proud, innit. We got the 3 points in the end, regardless, because that's what we needed. With Liverpool and Chelsea winning, we had to get the 3 points, fam.
But I've got a bigger question for you, because from 3rd to 6th, that is looking spooky with all them teams. And I'm starting to think,
I'd argue from 4th to 15th.
Huh?
I'd argue from 4th to 15th.
Yeah, but you man are looking like a top 4 spot. You man, do you think you man could edge out Chelsea and them, man, and Liverpool?
Yeah, bro. I've been saying this. I've been holding corn for this all fucking season. You don't have no idea, bro. I've been saying it on every stream. I've been saying it everywhere, fam. The top 4 is there. It's there. And what man's just basically cementing it. If we can maintain this consistency, now we got Tottenham at home next Saturday, 12:30, and then after that we got West Ham. And you're looking
at winnable games. Those are winnable games.
They're winnable games. They're winnable games, absolutely. But like I said, like I always say, fam, there's no easy game in the Premier League.
KJ thinks they're finished.
Not if you keep in slot. I don't think so, fam. I don't see.
I heard Slot had a Mazza with Curtis Jones. Him and who else fell out with Slot or something. I think that's why he's going out on loan.
You're gonna have to ask KJ on that one when he's 24.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about that.
But they got a good win.
I hear Liverpool finishing above Chelsea. I think Chelsea, they're not doing nothing in it. I don't think Liverpool.
But they got to win. They got to win 2-0 down and came back to
bro. West Ham were bopping. They were moving to them, fam. They were moving like prime Barca, fam. Yeah, they were bopping to them, fam. But they were absolutely chefing them up at some point. They just obviously, I think they got a bit lucky in the end to get a win. Chelsea did. Obviously, big them up for the 3 points, but I'm not convinced. Yeah, man. I just don't think Liverpool. I think they have the quality. Liverpool, of course. Yeah, but the management is a big difference, and you're seeing the difference between a shit manager and a good one under Ruben Amorim and Carrick. He's got the same players, and I do think a new manager will revitalise Liverpool and get them balling again. But
Enrique or someone like that,
even Xabi Alonso, I think would be a good fit. KJ doesn't want him; he wants an Nagelsmann, if I'm not mistaken. He's big on Yeah, that's KJ's number one choice, if I'm not mistaken.
What about Hansi Flick instead? Nagelsmann, you know. Ain't he Germany's manager?
Yeah. I think
he's young in it as well, isn't it? So probably
it's more to do with style, isn't it? He's similar to Klopp, high pressing, gegen pressing style, isn't it?
Okay.
It's kind of return to kind of identity. I hear it, innit? I do hear the reason why in it. Like he's kind of with Nagelsmann, he's kind of returning back to the identity in it and that philosophy in it. But I just don't think with that manager with Slot, bro, like they're just too lackluster on the ball. They're just too like I know that they beat Newcastle 4-1, but
I was D-man when they got did that man put pressure on him? Did that man cancel them man?
Yeah, they bun him up still, innit? But the real cooking's gonna be, I think it's probably be on a catch up, innit? He's gonna get
toasted. Yeah, and Night Owl session as well, innit?
Yeah. I'm gonna catch him on Night Owl. I'm gonna just unleash the gun as well.
Have you been on a catch up yet?
I've been once ages ago.
I need to see you on there, man. I need to see you on there. Make sure you guys are subscribing to me as well.
Big him up, innit?
Yeah, man.
He's rattling all of them every single episode, and it's too funny.
I love it, bro. I love it. I love it, you know, because when you get like me and you, obviously we're a little bit older in it, so we can if we wanted to do that, we can do all that nonsense. But I don't know about you, but I want peace in my life, innit? Do you know what I mean? Unless it comes my way, then you know what I'm saying, cool, innit? But if anyone tries to think my gangster, then it's different, innit? But I just want peace in my life, and I'm getting older, so I ain't got time for all this shipping this back and forth. And you know who your peoples are in this game, and you know who your peoples ain't in this game. So you know what? You don't know. I don't need to shout about it. But if anyone wants to come and tell me anything, then that's a different story. But big up to Mido. Mido's things in the links in the chat, so make sure you go and subscribe. Big up to my brother from another. Dr. Seymour in the building. Hope you're well, my G. And listen, people, we've got a very special guest entering the stream, and he's Liverpool's finest. Man like KJ in the building. Round of applause, people. And this is his introduction or his debut on the channel. And thank you for coming along, KJ. And I'm interested to hear, you know what I mean, a lot of the stuff you need to. KJ, what you saying, my bro? You're mute. You're muted.
You said 2 sets.
2 sets.
Yeah. Okay. Quick question. Or should I wait for KJ to come in? Come into the conversation.
I'll
wait for KJ. Let's talk about Man City quickly, yeah, because obviously that game yesterday,
bro.
Let me just give you a little. Let me give you perspectives, right? I was watching the game, and I swore that I've never watched these games, City and Tottenham, but I thought, let me just put it on anyway. I'm seeing 1-0. Spurs didn't even look like they were on it, and I was like, okay, they're just gonna drop their pants and all them things. They're all right, cool. You know what I mean? I'm seeing 2-0 Semenyo. So I thought, you know what? There's this this chai place, I've got some really nice like Asian food, I just thought, bun it, I'm gonna go and get some food, innit? So I'm bussing up there now. You know Hounslow, innit? You've heard of Hounslow in London, innit?
Yeah.
Bus up to Hounslow now. I'm seeing 2-1. I'm like, nah. This is the comeback happening. It can't happen. Maybe City are gonna score another one. Brother, 2-2. And I'm like, what is going on?
Remontada.
And I didn't see the second half, so I don't know Wagwan. Who could there be a winner in that game? Is there, you know what I mean? Right. Could City have won it?
I'll tell you what happened in this. All right, the first half,
it's like
Spurs just rolled over in it. Absolutely. They were getting moved if I was mad. But in that second half, what I witnessed is the reason why I said earlier what I said about Arsenal having the bottle of minerals. I witnessed City arses fall out, fam, and they just left skid marks. They just shat themselves all over North London, fam. It was peak. Honestly, that's as far as you need to go with the tactical analysis, bro. That's all that happened. They fucking bricked themselves. They let Spurs into the game. Spurs, I thought Simmons turned up. He started balling out. Fucking Solanke scoring Giroud-esque scorpion kicks. It was crazy, fam. Next thing you know, bro, Spurs were more likely to win it. I had them kind of going and pushing on for a 3-2 winner, and they had chances to win it in the end.
What's
But in the
going
end,
on?
in the end, last 5 minutes, you saw some of the players wanting to go, and some of the players in that Spurs team saying, "No, let's settle for a draw," and that kind of showed their mentality in the end, didn't it? But Donnarumma is literally their big, like, you know, we're talking about who's going to score City's goals and get them most points, whether it's Haaland, Foden, Marmoush, Tete. Bro, Donnarumma is the reason why they're getting points.
What, because of that long kick and the throws and it?
Bro, just the fucking last-ditch saves.
Oh, the saves.
All the saves he's making, bro. Previous saves.
I thought he was going to tell me. I thought he was going to tell me something else. The
Yeah,
saves.
this is what I'm saying. It's not the goals that's getting him the points, fam. It's literally Donnarumma saving them and clinging onto points.
But hold on, they got Haaland though, bro. They got Haaland though.
Haaland moving like Erling Haaland, fam. It's dark.
What's going on? I'm even hearing Rodri like crying about referees and all them thing there. Bro, that's not like my man.
Rodri's finished as well, fam. He's done out here. He's looking like an old man. Moving like a finished Gundogan.
And what about you know Pep was complaining about a foul or something on Gay for that goal.
So the first goal, Solanke fouled Gay.
So it's a foul.
And it was a foul, to be fair.
You think it was a foul?
I hear it is a foul, but I still don't think you should come out complaining because you man are meant to be the mentality monsters. Go on.
Is it the same though as the one where we scored against you when Thingy's hit his? Oh no, he's
caught him in the back of his heels, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't hear that personally. I think it reflects that answer reflects your attitude and performance on the pitch. You're shitting yourselves. You're scrambling. You get me? That's what I see from it. So I don't think the City team have the fucking bottle. I don't think they have the minerals. People go on about banging on about City can go on his mad 10, 15, unbeaten run streaks, winning streaks, all this nonsense here. But that's a myth. That's a myth. That's a City of old. We look through the City teams of age here. We go from fucking Aguero, Silva, prime Bernardo, flipping KDB, Mahrez. You get me? Prime Gundogan, flipping prime Sterling. Like who the fuck's coming close to that at the moment in this squad? None of them are winners. Half the team, six, maybe 5-6 players out of 11 don't really have a winning mentality. They're not being in a title race even. A lot of these players aren't good enough. Doku, I know he gets a lot of hype maybe once every fucking 6 months. Purple patch player. Missed me with that, bro. I never fell for the hype. Never rated him. Semenyo is efficient, but he was meaty yesterday as well. Haaland moving like Højlund, Erling Højlund and that. You get me? Shirky is the only bit of shining light in that attack. It's just Shirky, bro.
Right.
So I'm looking at that City team. Regardless of, you can say if they're in a top, are they not in a title race? They're in a top 4 scrap. City are in a top 4 scrap. They're not.
It don't make sense though. Foden and Cherki had a relationship that was developing, and to be fair, it was somewhat good all season, despite the fact that Foden weren't really getting GA and things like that. What them two was doing between them while the games was going on was cooking, and then all of a sudden, Foden's just been taken out of the limelight. And not that obviously Pep can't rotate and rest players and things like that, but at the same time, once them two have actually had something growing between them and blossoming, Haaland's obviously been getting onto it as well because Cherky's been unlocking spaces and things like that for him to run in behind and whatnot. So why would you change that? Because I'd understand if it was the left-hand side of the field where, let's just say, Doku and Reinders or whoever plays the left side, Bernardo Silva, had that chemistry, but it's not. Like, your best bits of play in open play are coming from Cherky and Foden, and that's on your right side. So why is Foden the one who's being dropped?
Because Pep loves his big brain, high IQ shit, and he just looks like a dumbass, man. That's the real of it. He's probably, I think he's checked out, man, with that comments that he made in that interview and that post-match. You get me? I don't know, man. What do you, man, think? I think he's checked out personally.
To be fair, I think he wanted to go though from end of last season. I think he wanted to go. I think the board probably is what put pressure on him to at least bang out this year. I think realistically, I don't think he wanted to even sign the extension in it. I don't think he wanted to sign the extension, but then he's did that. obviously he's had the issues with him and his wife from last year as well. Obviously, he only got back with her the start of last summer. So, and she ain't even come back. She's in Spain now. She's saying, listen, cool. When you're done, I ain't come back over there. If you're coming here, then cool, we're continue what we was doing, innit? So with
Ain't
all
getting
that
no
going on in the
nons. You ain't
background,
getting no nons, man. I'm stressed. It's
nah, I don't think he wants
he ain't
to.
getting no
I
action.
think
He
he
ain't
wanted
getting
to
no
go
cheats.
already, but we just have to see how this one plays out. Pep don't want to go out without winning nothing, especially a major.
Yeah, they're still in competition, and they're still in like 4 competitions, really, aren't they? Still.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, obviously, like no one's gonna dispute that. But these players want it.
Nems is a joke.
They got names, man.
Yeah, they got names, man. But listen, let's talk about Liverpool quickly, innit? Because Liverpool, you know, good win against Newcastle. Liverpool going under the radar. You know, they've had some good victories recently. I think is it unbeaten in 11 or something like that? Something like that, or
Bar Bournemouth, it was unbeaten in 13.
yeah, I forgot about
Yeah, apart from Bournemouth, unbeaten in 13.
Bro,
we're gonna run that. Yeah, when about half of them were about draws. Yeah,
Listen, half majority of them was draws, bro. I didn't want to hear no unbeaten record, man. That unbeaten record was deceiving.
But you man are still there though. You man still like in a top 4. You man are in a top 4 battle, yeah. And between both of you, yeah, who's feeling the more confident out of both of you is going to finish top 4? Because United, they're on 40. Hold on, United are on 41 points, and you man are on 39 points. And I know you man are enemies, yeah. So Liverpool won't want to see United taking their top 4 place.
Bro, it might come down to that game in May, fam.
I think it is.
Oh, you man
that's
play
that's a 6-pointer, yeah. That's 100%
it
a
might
6-pointer.
come to the wire, you get me? It might be one of them ones. So, but I think
there's gonna be a maximum of like 3 points at the end of the season that separates Chelsea, Liverpool, and United. Like that's a max. That's how tight I think it's gonna be. Like I don't think there's gonna be a gap bigger than 3 points between either of us.
The only thing is here, Liverpool are just one injury away from class settings, bro. Just one injury in that back line is over for them.
Listen, but it's been class settings already, though. It's been class settings already, bro.
It's not class settings yet.
To get through this.
It's not class settings yet, bro. This is not class. You man are just barely limping, bro. Like, you know when that final swing comes out and takes you off that walking crutch? You get me? That's class settings. And I feel like one injury, because you're playing a lot of games as well. You're still in Champions League. You get me? You're still in the FA Cup as well. You ain't got many options to fall back on in the squad. You're very lightweight in certain areas. And I just feel like 1 or 2 injuries, you know what I'm saying? You might get a bit sticky. But I just feel like United, like we just have less games. It's just easier for us to
right now, I would say you man are the favourites. Like out of us 3, I'd say right now, as things stand, United are probably the favourites to get one of those spots that's up for grabs. Because there's 2 spots up for grabs, and I feel like United definitely, as it stands, got one of those spots. However, there's still a lot of games to play. There hasn't been a team yet that's actually tested Carrick and United's resolve in it. So we've all seen how Liverpool are. We can crumble under the pressure. Same with Chelsea. They can crumble under the pressure. Regardless of the decent results and a few somewhat stable performances, I still feel like United right now they have the advantage in it. But like I said, because there's still 14 games left to play, these 4 games is going to be crucial going into the running. That's where we'll then see where United, Chelsea, and Liverpool are at in terms of going into the end of the season now, because we need to, for us, the pressure's on for all 3 of us. We know the last couple of weeks, we've all been needing to win because we've all been going above each other in terms of the table, and look how close it's been. So with that being said, in my opinion, I feel like we got something for them, but the United game is going to be massive. Like 4th game before the end of the season, that's going to be, it's a 6-pointer. Like that's a 6-pointer.
Madness. But I wanted to get on. I wanted to ask you, KJ, yeah, because obviously we've spoken about our games, yeah. I want you to talk about, like the Liverpool versus Newcastle game, because once again, Ekatike, this brother is a serious baller. Do you know I was watching the other day? Yeah, they were showing one slide of Ekatike and who's the Spanish brother that you used to play? Torres.
Yeah,
them men are kind of similar,
Yeah. I can't even lie. You see, when people's first making them comparisons, like especially in my own fan base, I'm telling man, yo, relax, man, can't do too much. But after that Newcastle game and the way man are running the clips side by side and that, it's like, nah, it's kind of hard to not say he's not moving like Torres, because he raw is, and the way Verts is just finding him as well. It's genuinely like that. Stevie in the 10, Torres in the 9. Them man are moving like that. It is crazy. You see, if them two can continue to blossom, yo, we're gonna have something special on our hands, But the only thing I'm worried about is Isak's back soon. About 3 weeks. Yeah. 3 weeks. About
the season.
Man saying they like his fucking Ugarte.
Hold on, how are you worried then about man coming back? Isak coming back?
Because of Slot, bro. Like, I don't want Slot to then, because Isak's back, I don't want him to ruin what Hugo and Verts have got cooking going on right now. Like, that's something just like I was saying with the Foden and Cherky thing, you can't interrupt what's going on between that now, because it's evidently clear that they're building something. So to take that away now, especially after you took Ekatike out of the squad, when Isak was fit, like the first part of the season, you already made a mistake doing that. You don't want, if he ends up doing the same thing again, this man's lost his mind. He's lost his mind anyway. So if he was to do it again, then he needs to go. Then that way, I'll keep it a buck. I won't think we'll make Europe. Well, Champions League.
Yeah,
if he does the same thing and kind of shoehorn Isak back in
again, it's car park settings, I swear, Dan. It's
bro, if we don't make Champions League, it's car park settings. It's car park settings if we don't.
This is what I'm saying. Like, Liverpool have the quality to get top 4 easy, but they ain't got the manager for it. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But how can Slot just like? But anyway, let's talk about the game anyway, because you know what I mean. You got a nice 4-1. I think the game might have been a bit closer than the scoreline suggested, but you man still done them in. So talk us through the game, KJ, and your thoughts on the game.
So in terms of the game, it was actually quite surprising for me, because I don't know, I just felt an air of confidence, not before the game, because I felt like we'd win. I didn't feel like we'd lose against Newcastle. I knew we'd win. I just felt like we'd do prime United and scumbag it, because most of our wins this year that haven't been in the Premier League has been in typical United fashion, pure scumbaggery. Like, apart from the first 5, the rest of the wins that we've actually got in the Premier League have been pure scumbaggery. Like, I'm seeing us get these winners and things like that, and all I'm thinking about is much sauce at United. Like, that's how we're winning games. Like, I'm not happy in even the games that we've been winning. From the West Ham game, I pretty much stopped celebrating goals up until Newcastle, because the goals didn't mean nothing. I was only celebrating Champions League. In the Prem, bruh, we could be 3-0 up like we was against Leeds. What the hell does that mean? They come back and made it 3-3. So in terms of the Newcastle game, when that started, Barnes hit the post, that was the only one where I thought, damn, it could be one of those games.
Yeah.
But after that, I felt like we had a bit of control. I felt like the tactics and, well, the setup initially was to weather the storm, because we all knew that Newcastle was going to come out at us. We knew that they was going to press, have high intensity and whatnot. With the little rivalry we've had with Newcastle this season, they had that extra energy as well to want to put a foot in on us or just do some form of damage. So I felt like Eddie Howe wanted to at least get 1 or 2 early goals and quiet us down, and from there it would have been open season. They got the goal. I felt like the goal came against the runner play, so I don't think they broke us down or anything like that. Furthermore, the goal actually came from a penalty shout from Gakpo, which no VAR, no nothing. No one looked at it. I'm not, most often than not, when Gakpo goes down, for me, it's never a penalty. He does too much. However, that specific one, I felt like there's a bit in that. They go up the other end, score. they got a bit fortunate with the fact that I think Gravenberch made the interception, but then it came off McAllister and fell right into the path of friggin' Anthony Gordon. If Kirkes stands his ground instead of flying in, I don't feel like Gordon gets that snapshot between his legs. Pause. And then from there, like I said, we grew into the game. I was telling Specs while his stream was going on, I was saying, listen, we're warming, you know, like even though you got the goal, I'm confident. I felt like we was gonna get back into it. I didn't think we'd get two rapid fire goals at the end of the half. I knew we'd get one. Verts dancing through those defenders. Listen, he's coming into his own. He is, man. I'm just happy to see it because we saw these little this guy. We saw these little moments and glimpses from the early part of the season, but like everyone was saying, price tag, the GA wasn't there. The little moments wasn't enough. He needed to do it in at least a half of games, which he wasn't doing. But now that he's clearly adjusted to the pace and the physicality of the Premier League, he's taking it like a duck to water, and it's clear to see who's on his wavelengths and who's not, because the certain passes he's giving, man, or in certain areas where he's expecting man to be, and man ain't there, it's like, bruh, you're clearly not on the same level. But then when you see him playing with Ekitike, it's like, it's so easy. It's so effortless. Like, Gakpo makes it look hard when Verts tries to play with him. But then when Ekitike drifts to the left, it's so easy. Interchanges, little triangles, rondos, flicks and tricks. And it's like, I want the basics first, but the way them two are sourcing, it's like, let them two just play with the freedom that they're playing with right now. At halftime, I had a feeling that Newcastle was going to do the same thing. Come out of the blocks early, second half, try catch us, get that equalizer and rattle us from there. I felt like that played into our game. I felt like that played into our hands because we was expecting that in the second half. And we just bopped them off the park, in all honesty. I was comfortable all game. I didn't expect to feel comfortable, but I was comfortable all game. We created chances. We wasn't playing the same way we've been playing all season, which is just slow, sluggish, horseshoe football. We was playing a lot more direct, which we haven't did this season either. We was going long a lot. And that was a bit mad because Gakpo's not really known for using his aerial ability. He's not really known for being good in the air. So using him as like the focal point in terms of to get first and second balls in and around him, pause that as well because that was mad. But it was just crazy. He did something different, and you know what? It worked. I'm still not convinced. I'm still waiting to be convinced. And I'm just hoping now he don't do the same thing where he'll do 2 games where he finds a system or a style that we look competent in, and then he'll revert back to type and say, fuck that. I want to go back to total possession football. I want to do what I want to do, play a watered down B-Tech version of Arteta ball that we're not defensively solid. We can't control the midfield that Arteta has been controlling the midfield because we don't have a Rice type player in there. And then after that, it's just with the wingers, hit and hope, go on the wing, try beat your man and hope for the best. Inshallah, haram ball. We ain't doing that. I just hope we don't revert back to that. I don't think we will against City, to be fair.
If you replicate that,
I need something else. I need something against City, my brother.
Listen,
Listen,
if they replicate that performance here, they're slapping about 4 past a minute. 4, 5.
Who City?
City.
Yeah.
What, at Anfield?
Yeah.
Nah.
If Liverpool play like
No,
that,
they don't slap City.
listen.
Do you know City's record at Anfield?
Terrible, bro.
Mate, them man ain't won at Anfield since Thomas Cook days, brother.
This is what I'm saying. So I think, but if Liverpool replicate that performance and City at the moment are wounded animal, you get me? You can slap 4 or 5 past them because their defense are not short in themselves. And I think you just need, if Slot can replicate that and just have the same confidence, let the ballers just ball, fam. Good players don't need tactical coaching. They just know where they are on the pitch. They'll find each other. That's
you know me though. I've been saying this. It's the too much over complicating the tactical setups and instructions. It's too much. Like, just let them play their game. Everybody, let's say for example, the midfield 3 of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and McAllister. That was a Premier League winning midfield last season. Everybody knows their roles. Everybody knows what to do. When you're giving them extra things to do, Gravenberch, you're allowed to now run beyond Szoboszlai and McAllister. Bro, you mashing up the whole balance of the midfield that won us the Premier League last season. with Wirtz in there, people were saying, funny enough, against Newcastle, Wirtz was actually in the 10. A lot of people at the start of the season were saying Wirtz can't play in the 10. He's gonna have to play left wing.
Yeah.
The Newcastle game was a pure example as why Wirtz can play the 10 and why he should play the 10. Now imagine if he had someone on the right hand side he could link up with as much as he's been linking up with Hugo when he drifts to the left. Then we're a problem from both flanks. We're not just solely boxed to creating from the left hand side and leaving the right for individual brilliance or for Mo to just do something out of the blue, especially when you're not utilizing him the same way as last season. How do you expect him to do what he was doing last season if you're using him in a different way? Makes no sense. But with Wirtz in the 10, I'm comfortable with that. It's just the right back is what the issue is right now, because
Who's
we don't
playing
want to
right
be
back
seeing
here,
Jones.
man?
Well,
Right.
Szoboszlai was right back against Newcastle. He played well, to be fair.
Yeah. He
But at the
plays
same
well.
time, that's not Man City. They have a high pressing midfield, a high energy midfield, a strong midfield. But City, they got players who can put their foot on the ball. They can have man doing doggies, basically. They can have man chasing shadows. So it's going to be a tough one, but I feel like that's where the City game is going to be won, is that midfield battle.
I think you smoke them personally. I think
Your
you
attack though,
actually-
man. I think your attack though, yeah. I know it's Haaland and all that, but I think your attack, especially at Anfield, yeah. I think you got something for them, you know. And they don't win at Anfield, bro. They don't win there.
They don't. Yeah, I think it's 4 or 5 settings potentially, fam.
Yeah, I think we win. The worst thing is, when we went to the Etihad, I thought we was going to win. Like, I was confident, even though we had the poor run of form. I was confident we'd win, but that's when he did the same stuff. We came off the back of Villa and friggin' Madrid. 2 good wins. That's when we started playing the diamond formation. Even Salah was looking good as a striker in a diamond formation.
Salah's
Before
back
he
as
went
well.
AFCON. So this is what I'm saying. He actually found a system where Salah was looking good as well. Then what did he go and do for City? Changed it. Went back to 4-3-3. Went back to total possession football. Went back to friggin' touchline wingers in terms of Salah and Gakpo. And we got absolutely touched. We didn't look like we could compete. We looked exposed. We looked like we didn't know how to kick a ball. And that's my only fear that I got for this game coming, is that he does the same thing. Once again, we found a style that suits us. We found a setup where the players are creating. We're not looking stale. And I feel like because it's City, he's going to revert back to type again. He got PTSD, same way Mikal got it the first season after we went for the title. He got PTSD from PSG, and it's just from there. He's tried to overcomplicate things, and it's just awful.
Yeah, bun that, man. Bun that. But are you man expecting to dip into the transfer window, or you think it's going to be a quiet thing?
No, we have to. Like, even the signing we made, I'm not even happy with the signing.
5 hours to go, bro. 5 hours to sign.
And that's what I'm saying. We have to. We
I don't
need
think
a
United
defender.
do anything. Yeah, I don't think United do anything. No. I think the targets.
No, you're gonna wait for summer. You can tell that you men are starting to. You probably do have a little war chest on the hands. Obviously, you need to get rid of players, and you know that. So, listen, United always have a war chest. That's the thing. They always do. Even though they're broke.
Money sleeve.
United always got that money sleeve, man. But with your past windows, though, you've been moving in the right direction in terms of like the players you've been bringing in somewhat. The manager, yeah, that's up in the air. But in terms of the players you've been bringing in, it's been a difference to what you've been bringing in from, let's just say, Ten Hag's first season.
Yeah, and we can go in like that's the whole SEG fucking thing, man. Like, he was getting kickbacks for the transfers he was making. He was all on the same payroll, bro. It was nuts. They set up a little flipping militia, fam. You get me? Like, it's mad what he did. He had the club on hostage, but since then, obviously, the signings have been better. I do think that we're just lightweight in the midfield, and if that's addressed, and we can maybe address the fullbacks, a couple centre backs, maybe some wingers, get me bit by bit, we'll have a very, very capable squad. But I do think Liverpool need a centre back ASAP. I'm surprised they haven't made it.
Yeah. Ain't they looking at jackets or whatever his name is for summer?
Yeah.
But
I don't even want to
out.
say his name's a Y, fam. But
Yeah.
still. Jeremy jacket, bro. Man, don't want to be chatting about no jacket, bro.
Man calling him jacket potato, bro. It's mad.
So do you think you? I thought you man would just negotiate the thing now, innit? Instead of all this lay mad thing.
Nah, done. Signed, sealed, and delivered just for summer. Why? Why? Makes no sense. We need someone now
for a bigger name in the summer. Is that the plan?
Right now, I'll just take a loan now. We need a body. We need a defensive body in there. Someone preferably who could play centre back and right back, in my opinion, because today I'm seeing links of us loaning out Calvin Ramsey. Why? He's a right back. He's the right back, bro. And the worst thing is, it's not like he's not good. It's not like we haven't seen him play this season either. Yes, he's our third choice right back. But for scenarios like now, is exactly why we need him. Play him. He's literally like.
What? Hold on. What's happened to Gomez then? Is he injured?
He's injured, but to be fair, I think he's on the way back as well. He should have been available for the Newcastle game, but that was subject to late fitness test. So I'm expecting him back for City, considering big up Godfrey. Considering we got a whole week off now, from now until then, from when he was probably going to be back for Newcastle, I'm assuming he'll be back for City. But Gomez, this is what happens when we utilize him as right back. Once our centre backs was gone, we said, listen, we can't touch Gomez for a reason. If we do, it's because he has to play centre back. Slot was playing him right back. This is exactly why us as fans were saying, with the injury crisis we're in right now, we can't afford to do that. And then what does he go and do? He plays Joe Gomez anyway. Gomez gets injured. Now we got no centre backs. It's a good job. Konate wasn't even meant to be back for the Newcastle game. He took it upon himself to be back for the Newcastle game. Respects to him even more for that. Because without him, who would we have played? We would have played Gravenberch there again. And don't get me wrong, it worked. Gravenberch works centre back. Yeah. It does. Yeah. Anytime he's played centre back, we've won. But we don't want to see him there because he's the one who makes the most interceptions for us. Yeah. We don't have not a line breaker. We don't have a destroyer or anything like that because Slot don't want to play Endo. So how we win the ball in the midfield is literally through Grav's interceptions. And now if he's not there, the way McAllister's had no legs this season, McAllister's not going to make no interceptions. He can't even get in and around, man, to even attempt to make an interception, which then leaves our pivot exposed, which has been happening. And then he's been expecting Van Dijk to then step into the pivot and play because we don't have no ball playing midfielders, which then leaves the defense exposed as well. Like it's so much of a mess that we need to just bring in the defensive bodies. So why we made this signing for January for summer? Sorry,
the whole season. Leone, is he out for the whole season?
Who?
Is it Leone or whatever his name is?
Leone, yeah. To be fair, he's actually scheduled. He's back. He's gonna be back ahead of time, but I think he's only gonna make last 3 games, something like that, of the Premier League season. So he's not gonna play, man. He's out for the season.
That's long.
Yeah.
That's long. But people, we're gonna wrap up shortly. You man got anything? You man doing any shows or anything? Jumping on any shows or anything? Where can we catch you guys?
I should be on a catch up later today at some point probably between in and around 6-7, whenever they schedule it. But yeah, other than that, nah. I do need to do a video though. I need to talk about why I feel like my senior players are not finished. So I'll have that coming out at some point this week still.
When you say senior players, and make sure you go and subscribe to KJ. Yeah? When you mean senior players, are you talking about Van Dijks, the Allisons? Are you just talking about those type of players? Yeah. Come on, man. Those players are world class players, isn't it? So they're not going to be finished, man. But is man telling you that they're finished?
Funny enough, believe it or not, that video and that conversation is not even so much to the rivals. I can hear it from the rivals. If the rivals ain't doing that, then I'd question: are you really a rival? Or are you a Liverpool supporter in disguise? But the Liverpool supporters, though, they've been on some nasty work all season still. I'm about to call it out, man.
Some what is it? Civil war in them thing there.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, hella civil wars, man. I'm about to call it out. I've had enough, me. Can't
I know
Here
I know
for
this
it, bro.
brother next to me was on some civil war earlier with Cunha and certain man in his team, Dorgu and all them man there. But them man have just turned things around, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? But then again, so is a new manager coming in. That's what happens, isn't it? New manager
That
This
was
is what
the
I'm
biggest
saying.
civil war
The
again.
worst
The
thing is,
manager.
hey, Waffle, you see when United and Chelsea got rid of Amarin and Maresca, yeah?
Yeah.
We were 7 points clear of Chelsea, who was 5th. We was 4th, 7 points clear, with that gap extending. All we've done since then is draw and lose. And majority of the draws is how United and Chelsea caught us, because while we're drawing, they're winning, picking up points.
That's mad. Do you want him out? Do you want Slot out though? Do you want him out?
Yeah,
Or
I want him gone. I want him out. Word to Yard, man.
you think he's?
I
Do you
want him
think?
out.
Bucket to Holt. Do you think? Final thing, yeah. Do you think that Slot gets sacked this before the end of the season or at the end
He
of
ain't
the
going
season?
nowhere, bro. Like, as long as Liverpool push far, and they will push far in the Champions League, yeah.
Yeah, the
For
me now,
that's the chance.
it's the Champions League.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
Champions.
Yeah.
The Champions League is what saves Slot's job, because in my opinion, I felt like that win just before the final group stage games of the Champions League, that saved him, because based on those last 2 results of the Champions League, obviously then it goes into a new phase, innit? So I felt like, listen, that was the right time to sack him, was coming up to after the league phase of the Champions League.
Yeah.
Because in the league form, we had just then taken the Bournemouth loss as well. Bruh, that perfect time. Like, the perfect time was ages ago, but you ain't did that. So the next best perfect time, especially with the fact that we've had serious talks with Xabi Alonso already. And when I mean, like, it's not, this ain't even paper talk. This is, so a journalist for us, Paul Joyce, that's who we take as gospel, innit?
Okay.
Now, the Real Madrid equivalent, his name is Jose Felix Diaz. He's been all over what we've been doing with Xabi, and he's saying, listen, from the jump, we spoke to him. Xabi obviously made his request in terms of in the summer, he wants elite signings. He's already made his demands. We've said fine. He's already made a list. He says he wants, I think, Schlotterbeck, Gehi, which Gehi's clearly off now. Schlotterbeck, another defender, Barcola, and Elise. So they're 4 targets that, if Xabi Alonso was to come in, they're the 4 that he wants. And then Jose Felix Diaz, he's just been exposing everything, saying, listen, we've spoken to him. The journals over here, like your Ben Jacobs and whatnot, they tried to rebuff it, saying FSG, Hughes and whatnot are comfortable with Slot. And don't get me wrong, I do feel like there's legs to that as well. I do feel like half of them do still want Slot. But the fact that the UK journals try to dismiss the total opposite of what the Spanish journals are saying, especially the ones where they're saying, if he speaks, man have to listen. If that Jose Felix Diaz speaks in and around Madrid, man, listen, he ain't talking was. So from when he ain't talking was and he's saying, listen, I think start of the week he was saying everything's agreed, all set in place. If Slot was to leave his role, Xabi would be ready to step in.
Waiting to pounce.
Waiting. So with that being said, it depends on the Champions League. If it was down to me, even if Slot won the Champions League, give him the Di Matteo treatment. Thank you for your services. Ride off into the sunset, brother.
Cold. That is cold. That is
the
cold.
Premier League form is not good enough. It's not good enough.
Man winning the Champions League and you still want to sack him. That is mad. But we're gonna have, listen, people. We're gonna have to stop it there. But that's gonna be another day for another conversation. Listen, I want to big up to KJ for joining the stream today. Big up to my co-streamer, man like Mido as well, for getting man on the stream. People, you know where to go, you know who to subscribe to. The links are in the chat. I'll put the links in the description and all of them things there as well, in the title as well. So listen, people, yeah, make sure you go and like the thing, subscribe, and make sure you hype up the video and stop being idiots.
Yeah, man, hype that, man.
Yeah, definitely. And make sure you
the
catch
bigger channels, the bigger channels, yeah, their comment sections and whatnot, their videos don't need to be hyped, man.
Don't need to be nothing.
Hype the guys, man.
Exactly, man. But what time you on catch up? 7 o'clock or something?
Yeah. About 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch that later. If pardon the pun. Let me just do a little redirection and I'll just say peace. But Mido, and you got your little you usually got your
Innit? Your game week.
Your reviews and your game week. Then you got none of them.
I've had a few work projects. We've got a few
I hear
deadlines in it. It's been a bit
I
techy.
hear it.
but
I hear it. I
trying to
hear
get back
it.
to the ASAP, innit?
I hear it still.
The minute he goes to Old Trafford, yeah, these men are on smoke, you know. Don't go to no more Old Trafford.
Hey,
games.
I'm going to the Liverpool game. So far.
Listen, we're getting that get back,
I had
man.
a winning streak. Get me.
We're getting that get back. I can assure you that we're getting that get back, man.
We will see it, and we will be there. We will be.
Yeah, of course.
Right, who should we go to? Saeed, Troops, Curtis. Which one? Choose one. Saeed?
Troops.
Yeah, you know what? Saeed supports the guys, man. I can't lie. Lately, he's been putting on the little channels on his platform and that stuff.
Let's go to Saeed. Anyway, people, yeah, we're out. Yeah, peace. Big up. We are done.